Hey, what it do, baby boat? So if you're here, you've heard the news. No jokes. You've heard the good news. And the news is that this will be my very, very last YouTube video that I'm going to upload for this YouTube channel. In this video, I want to explain, first off, why I'm ending this YouTube channel. Second off, the coolest experiences that I've ever had with this YouTube channel. And lastly, no jokes, what my journey is and what my journey looks like from this point onwards. First off, why I'm ending this YouTube channel. Yesterday, I went to one of my mentors' house. I'm gonna keep his name private just in case he doesn't. He's not gonna watch this, obviously. He probably doesn't care at all. But just in case, just to play the safe card, okay, I'm gonna keep it on the DL. Let's say his name is Jake. Jake is a 70-something-year-old fella. He's a white dude. He is retired now, and he is very, very financially successful. He's got huge fucking houses, multiple houses. He's got beautiful cars. He used to have a Lamborghini that he sold because I think, as far as I'm aware, he just didn't like it. You know, he's a very, very rich dude, and the coolest thing about him is that he does not give a fuckaroo about his money. And what Kevin does is he teaches small business owners how to grow their business and make more money. And yesterday I wanted to see him, and I gave him a text. I was like, yo, you know, let's meet up. And we met up, went to his house, knocked on the door, started to hear little light footsteps come to the door, and the door opened. I just see Jake, the old white dude, standing there. He's like, Danyon! He's like, what the heck? Because I always say, what the heck? I always say that, so I think it's either he either teases me or he's just joking with me or some shit, I don't know. He's like, Danyon, what the heck? How have you been? I'm like, so good to see you. So good to see you, Kevin. I just said his name. And I walked in and I was like, good, I've been good. How are you? And he's like, yeah, good, not too bad, eh? Just working with clients, you know, with his small business owner clients. He's like, come in my office. And I walked into the office, and it's quite a small room. It was definitely smaller than this room. And on one half of the room was his desk and his computer and all of his work and his computer chair and all of his paintings. And on the other corner of the room was just one chair. I felt like I was about to get counseled, like I'm going to a counseling session. He's like, yeah, have a seat. So I sat down. And I'm like, how are your clients today? He sat back in his chair and he was like, what I've realized is that a lot of my clients have a... Can this dude shut up? What I've realized is that my clients have a big ego to them. And then he says, and I used to think that an ego was a bad thing. And then he stopped and he looked outside the window for a bit, and he was like, but then I realized that these clients, they have to have an ego to them. They have to. And the reason why they have to have an ego to them is because in order to go from being employed and you're safe and you're secure and you've got a guaranteed paycheck while you're in that job, everything's nice and cozy and expected, you know, you kind of know what's gonna happen throughout your day and your year and shit like that. In order to go from that to chaos, you know, to self-employed, you don't know how you're gonna make your money, you've probably never done it before, it's a completely new journey, you're fighting the wolves by yourself. He says, in order to make that jump, you have to have an ego to you, because that ego gives them a strong sense of self-belief. It gives them a strong sense of will and strength and steadfastness when they make that jump. And then he says, but the problem with that is that now when I go to teach my clients, I give them advice. That advice contradicts what they're doing. They have their way of doing things. He's coming in and saying, yo, we need to switch things up here. This is what you need to be doing. And because they have an ego to them, they are, they aren't like, no jokes. They're like non-receptive. They're closed off to it because they have too much of an ego. They have too much of a sense of self-belief and self-worth. They're just too stuck to their ways. And he says, and it's a problem because if they want to make more money and grow their business, they're going to have to listen to me. And if they're not willing to listen to me, then I can't teach them, I can't mentor them. And then he stood back and he said, no, he didn't fucking stand back, Danyon. I need to slow down my like how I do shit. I need to slow the F down. And then he stood back, then he sat back in his chair, and he was like, what took them from point A to B doesn't take them from B to C. The ego took them from being employed and safe to being self-employed and running their own business. And that was perfect for that context. The same thing that was a positive, like a purely positive thing from point A to point B, is now a negative. It is now the same thing that got them there is now stopping them from improving. And so what they need to do is drop their ego in order to progress to point C. And then I thought to myself, well, in what ways am I holding myself back from growing as a person? And this was one of those things. What took me to point B, where I'm at now, is this YouTube channel and League of Legends and a few other things. And if I want to grow, League of Legends was a positive from A to B, but now it's a negative, and my YouTube channel is a negative. Now it's not doing me any justice. It's holding me back from being the best person that I can be. I forgot to add that there are two other things that I had to let go of in order to be, you know, who I am now, I guess, like a better person. First off, my relationship with my parents was pretty terrible, and it's been pretty terrible for the last 5, 6, 7 years or so. And last night I sat them down and I said, hey guys, there's a problem with our relationship and I want to fix it. I want to work on our relationship so I can be better. I can be healthier emotionally and mentally, because I realized that my relationship with my parents is getting in the way of my mental health. I found it difficult to be clear because my mind wasn't clear, and my mind wasn't clear because for the past 7 years or so my relationship with my parents was pretty terrible. Makes sense, you know, you fix your relationship with your parents, you have a clearer mind, and if I have a clear mind, then I can communicate clearly, so it's not so fuzzy and shit. I wanted to improve at my communication skills, so I sat them down last night and I was like, hey guys, I've been feeling this way about our relationship for the past 7 years or so. I want to work on our relationship so that, first off, so that we can have a better relationship, like that in and of itself is cool, but also so my mental health is better, and so my communication with people can be much, much clearer. And we talked for about 2 hours, and I told them that I loved them so, so much. And pretty much we just cleared up all the monsters in the closet that we had stored up for the past 7 years. And I truly cannot express how happy I feel now around them. I can express my love to them. I'm actually being empathetic towards them, which is another thing I wanted to start being, is more empathetic. And the other thing that was stopping me from growing is being at home all the time. I need to be my own person now. I need to move out and move on. And I've had that feeling for a bit, and I've had multiple people telling me so. And now I need to listen to those signals, I guess. And so I'm moving out. So what I'm doing is house sitting for different people in different locations in New Zealand, which is where I live. And so those are the three things that really, really helped with a clearer mind and a clearer state of being, I guess you call it. I don't fucking know. I'm letting go of League of Legends. I'm letting go of my YouTube channel. I'm cleaning up my relationship with my parents, which is amazing. It's so, I feel I can be myself around them now, which is where a lot of my anxiety and stuff stemmed from. And I'm moving out, and I'm being my own person. I can't express how much happy I am. Honestly, it's fucking sick, bruv. Secondly, let me explain the coolest experiences that I've ever had with my YouTube channel. The first experience is that I've had at least 3 or 4 people tell me that they were suicidal, and that my videos helped them pull them out of that rut and feel more happier. There really is no better gift than that, than to know that I've helped someone pull them out of that kind of rut. And it's not an egotistical thing. I'm like, man, I'm the fucking man, bro. I'm so cool because I helped this person not kill themselves. That's not what it is at all. It's the complete opposite, because it's not about me at all. It's not what it's about. It's about it's about you. It's about the other person. And here is the second one. I got this message from a dude named Jared. I'm sure he won't mind me using his name. He said, hey Danyon, you have no clue who I am, but I want to tell you how extremely thankful I am that I met you back in 2014. To keep the short story, you gave me a free coaching lesson that quite literally changed my life forever. No, I wasn't depressed, but I have no idea where I would be in life without your sage advice. First off, I want to say I'm not wise or anything like that, like straight up, like I'm not like this guru, like, oh, listen to me because I'm so superior to everyone else. That's not what it is at all. It's just that I've learned some cool things in my life, from getting good at League of Legends to building a relatively successful YouTube channel. With my weight loss, I lost like 30 kilos, and I now want to share that with you so you can use it, so your life can be better. Your life can be better. You told me no excuses, no excuses. He said, I hear that in my head every day. Now, he says, I have cerebral palsy on my right side. Basically, it makes my right hand in a constant state of contraction. Now, I didn't know he had cerebral palsy. If I knew this, I wouldn't have been such a cock. You know, I wouldn't have said, no excuses, bro. You got a fucking physical impairment. No excuses. I wouldn't have said that. But that didn't stop me from improving myself at League of Legends. I found a mouse that allowed me to use one hand and play. That put me on a level field. Now, Season 8, I hit Diamond, and in America, colleges are scoping up esports players left and right. So I'm able to get scholarships and I'm actually able to go to college. I never in my life thought I could afford to go to college. I'm going for engineering. I'm about to cry. It's fucking gangster. Danyon, thank you so much for all that you've done. Sorry, English isn't my first language. I'm just garbage at it. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. I don't think there is anything more beautiful than that. Even sex. I love sex. I'm not joking. Like, you know, crack addicts, they're addicted to crack. I'm pretty sure I'm addicted to sex. I love it so much. It feels amazing. It's fucking sick. It's amazing. I love this feeling more than sex, and I love sex. So there must be something pretty amazing about that feeling. And then the other cool thing is, I've had so many people message me saying, "Hey Danyon, I've helped so many people get better at LOL," and that is beautiful, that is amazing. But to me, that's not the important part, is that they get better at LOL. To me, the important part is that they grow as a person, and I've had multiple people say, "Hey Danyon, I got good at this, you know, I climbed from silver to gold in League of Legends, and now I want to master my school studies." You know how beautiful that is? Like how really insanely grateful I am that I'm able to have that influence on someone. Do you know how fucking sick that is? You know, I've had multiple people saying, "Hey Danyon, I got better at LOL and now I have lost 20 kilos. Someone that I talked to like a few years ago said he read one of my articles or one of my books or some shit and he lost 20 kilos. And I'm like, it's awesome. I cry all the time. I'm the biggest bitch on the planet, straight up. Now moving on, this is the last part of the video. Where am I going to from here? So, if you don't know, I've been working on my health and fitness project, my health and fitness website for the past 6 months or so. In that website, we just pretty much teach people how to improve their health, lose weight, get their dream body in a way that they don't have to spend money on supplements, like shitty as fuck supplements. They don't have to waste a ton of time in the gym, and they don't have to be on a diet that's restrictive, like that stops them from eating their best foods and stuff like that. And so that's the project that I'm going to be working on full force, balls deep for the next few years or so. That's going to be my next League of Legends YouTube channel. So if that's something that you're genuinely interested in, getting your dream body, losing weight, improving your health, feeling better, having more energy, having more self-confidence in a way that you don't have to waste money on supplements, you're able to eat foods that you like to eat, and you don't have to spend a piss ton of time in the gym, I'm going to leave a link to an article that I wrote that teaches everything that I just said, every benefit that I just said. And lastly is this, there are going to be people who genuinely want my coaching before I leave, because this will clearly be the last coaching opportunity that I do. Here's my sales pitch nugget. For those of you who genuinely want to climb as fast as fuck, you want to climb and be the best player that you can be and climb the solo queue ladder faster than you possibly can, that's what my coaching is designed to do. If you do want coaching, I'll leave a link in the description and in the comment box below. If I get a piss ton of people, I'll see what happens, you know, but right now let's make the limit at 5. Let's make it 7. Let's make 7 people max for my coaching things, and the offer runs out when their 7 spots fill up, which will probably be in about 24 hours after uploading this video. Anyway, I'm ending this now. I love you so much, man. Everyone watching this, you played such a huge part in my development as a person, not just with League of Legends and not just with making money through my YouTube channel, but more importantly, growing as an individual. I can't thank you enough. I truly genuinely hope that you have a really good life, and I truly genuinely hope that my message has helped you in some way, whether it's get good at League of Legends or whether it's you got a scholarship, and now you can afford to go to uni. I love you so much. Thank you guys so much. I really love you guys. I'm about to cry for 7 years because I'm feeling really emotional. I love you. Have a good day. I love you. Stay beautiful. Shanadox.